What is happening, savages? You are listening to Immortal Coil, your future minister of whiskey mysticism. Revolution is my name. And today, we're talking about Hayden Christensen appearing in OBI-WAN, the series. Now, before we bite off this piece, I'd like to invite you to subscribe, share, like, give your friends a call. Tell them about this channel. Disney Investors Day was a big day for Star Wars fans, but we couldn't get anywhere close to that without the Phantom Menace checking to make sure that everything was on the up and up. Disney investors got their very own trailer featuring Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen, reprising the roles respectively from Revenge of the Sith and Attack of the Clones. You can't make this shit up. And given 10 years of retrospective, I think these two actors are ready to hand in something very brilliant. If time has taught us anything, it's that Star Wars is better handled with the passage of time and with the perspective that that passage of time brings. Now, I've always been a prequels defender, but we've seen in the past decade that the first 3 episodes have been better received than when they were initially put out. And again, given the seriousness which with recent episodic television Star Wars has been given, the hopes that Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor can receive superior dialogue and directing. There are 2 things that worry me about this show. The first thing is that Obi-Wan is supposed to come away from Tatooine, which I think unsuits him as his role as Luke Skywalker's guardian. Obi-Wan Kenobi cannot very well craft his role as a strange old hermit if he's blasting off into space every 10 seconds. The other thing that worries me is that the teaser that was shown to investors involves a red lightsaber crossing a blue lightsaber. If you take into account the words uttered by Darth Vader in the first episode, episode 4, A New Hope. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. In my opinion, it is unwise for Vader and Obi-Wan to meet earlier than they did on the Death Star. Would they do so, it would take all of the meaning and significance out of their eventual reunion. Obi-Wan and Vader need to be addressed. Don't get me wrong. But you can't force them together simply because both actors are willing and able. So what are the best use of these actors? Well, Luke needs to be in peril. Beru and Owen Lars need to not realize that that is the fact. Obi-Wan needs to be acting in the background, in the shadows. In order to preserve his mission, Obi-Wan needs to made look like an asshole. So he saves the day, but he does it in a way that pisses off the Lars family. Luke needs to understand that Obi-Wan is a badass, but Obi-Wan needs to be made to eat shit in this show. Now, Darth Vader has been rumored to be sitting on a throne, checking his HoloNet recordings, and basically proceeding like Spaceballs, which is disappointing and harrowing to me. If I'm going to see Darth Vader, I want to see his inner landscape. I want to see him sitting in his meditation chamber, and I want to see him in the Bacta tank. I don't want to see him actually meeting Obi-Wan Kenobi. I want him to think about it, and I want the past to haunt them both. Obi-Wan needs to be at the Mos Eisley Cantina and see Darth Vader suited up. He needs to have that holy shit, what the fuck moment. Vader, meanwhile, needs to chase that tremor in the Force. He needs to know that Obi-Wan is still alive, but unreachable, elusive. Now, this show only needs 10 or 12 seasons. I've maintained in the past that this could perhaps be better served as a trilogy of movies, but that's not what Disney is committing to. Heed the words of the Phantom Menace, Disney. Do not fuck this up. You are getting so close to legacy characters, and the Phantom Menace will be watching.
It's